Hey guys and girls, I'm James and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be looking over the Holy Stone HS450. And if you're like me and you bought this or you're thinking about buying it and you want to know how to put this little bird in the air, you don't want to read the instruction manual. You hop on YouTube and you watch a video. Well, we're going to get into that, the reviews and the instruction on how to fly this in a minute, but let me go over a few other things first. If you've watched some of my other videos, I say that this Holy Stone HS210 is the best mini drone on the market, but when I saw this one, man, this is the coolest looking little mini drone I've ever seen. Whoever designed this went way out, and it's got a lot of features I really like that we'll get into later about. I love how this battery pops in and out, and some other features that it has. But if you bought this for your first drone, or you're thinking about buying this for your first drone, well, congratulations. And what I mean by that, it's so important to buy a mini drone for your first drone. And the reason is, lots of times people, they want to go out and they want to get, the Holy Stone 700 or the 720 is their first drone. And what ends up happening is they go out and they fly it, and then they come home with something like this because they don't understand the orientation of the controls. They panic and they crash it, and then they throw it away thinking stupid drone, and they could have had a lot of fun with drones, but they didn't learn how to fly them. So that's why a mini drone is so important. And let me explain why. So it sits on 4 axes, and what I mean by that is it rolls left and right, pitches forward and back, goes up and down, and yaws right and left. And so this controller, these 2 controls spin all the way around to get the drone to do that, just like the big drones do. So if you can learn the orientation of the drone with this drone, you can fly the bigger ones with no problem because it flies exactly the same. So let's dive in on some of the features. So this is an incredible little drone for the price. It's this much on Amazon right now compared to this for the Holy Stone 210. I don't know why it's so cheap. I mean, maybe because it's just been released and they're wanting to get it out there, because it's got a lot of features that other drones don't have for mini drones. And the best one is this little battery, the way it pops in and out. It's a 300 milliwatt amp battery with the 1.1 volt, and it just snaps in like that. Why that's so incredible is these other mini drone batteries, you have to slide them in here. And if you fly this 1,000 times, this starts to get to be a pain, and you got to fit that into there. The same thing with this one. It slides in, and then you got to connect these wires. But to be able to just pop it in and out like this, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And what you do to charge it, this just pops in there, and it's a little red light comes on, and then after 10 minutes or so, the little red light goes off and you're ready to fly. So it's going to come with 3 of these batteries, 2 of these connectors, 4 prop tools, 4 props and a prop tool. And I can't imagine ever needing to replace one. If you do, you just twist this little thing, it pops off, and the prop removal tool will go underneath there, right there. And you want to do that. You don't want to try pulling on it. What it ends up doing is pulling the motor out, and you'll break these little wires right here. So don't do that. Be sure and use your prop removal tool if you end up chipping one of these, because something got underneath there and chipped it. And to put it back on, you just line that back on there, and you twist it like that. So some of the features of this drone that other ones don't have is obstacle avoidance. If you look at these little lights right here on the sides, those aren't lights. Those are actually obstacle avoidance sensors. And it has one on the bottom also with altitude hold. And I'll show you how that works when we're flying it. So it will not let you put the battery in backwards. It won't push down. So when you push it down, you little on and push the button right there, it turns on. You see how the lights turn on? So to get it to pair to the remote, first of all, I love this remote. You don't need a screwdriver to put the AAA batteries in the back. So the button's on the remote. Right here you have your speed switch. It's going to start out in speed number 1, but when you push it, you'll hear a beep, and that'll put it in speed 2. One more quick push will put it in speed 3. So it's got 3 speeds: slow, medium, and fast. Takeoff button. Over here is your flip button, and if you press it once, whichever direction you push the control, the next time it'll flip in that direction. This is your headless mode. Don't ever use this. This will actually, whichever the orientation of the drone is, it'll just go whichever way you push it. You're wanting to learn how to fly it. Also, you'll have a continuous annoying beep while it's going. To kill it, if it ever gets stuck in a tree or something like that, you just push both of these and the motors will stop automatically. Also, there's a trim. So if it starts drifting right and left like this, what you do is you hold down on this button for 2 seconds, you'll hear a beep, and you go in the opposite direction. So if it's sliding to the left, you hold down on this button for 2 seconds, and then you push down on this to the left. So to get it to pair, you turn it on, you see it's blinking, you turn the remote on, and you go up and down, and you see it go solid. And to set the gyro, you hold down on this button for 2 seconds. Then it beeps again. That way, when you push the button, then it takes off, and my dog will bark. So real quickly, it weighs in at 36 grams compared to 25 grams for the HS210, which really puts it kind of close to the 170 at 40 grams. So again, 35 grams, and a AA battery for reference weighs 23. You can also control it with your hands, and we'll go over that when we put it in the air. So let's go see how she flies. So to go over the remotes again, you go up and down to bind, and then hold this button down for 2 seconds until the gyro's set, and then you push this button to get it to take off. So it's in speed 1 right now. See how it's moving kind of slow? You press this button twice, and that's speed 2. I think it's beeping because I need the battery charged. And this is speed 3. Hear the 3 beeps? So this is the fast speed. You know, it's not as fast as the 210, I can say right off the bat, but it handles pretty good. It's just it weighs a lot more. She's flying pretty good. Or you can fly it just with one hand by yawing it forward and backwards like this. So now I'm just yawing it in pitch, forward, backwards, and pitching. I'm not, there we go. You can do it that way. And that's just steering. Long press on this one makes it circle. Then long press again makes it stop. Now let's try, so and then long press on this one. Long press on this side goes to obstacle avoidance. Now see it's blinking? Now watch this. See how it'll, now with obstacle avoidance, see? I think it's easier to fly without obstacle avoidance on though. It seems to respond just a little bit better when obstacle avoidance is turned off. I'm gonna turn it off. So now obstacle avoidance is turned off. It seems to handle just a little bit better when obstacle avoidance is turned off. So it's got some good flight time on it too. So like right now, see how it's drifting backwards? So I wanted to, so I'm gonna push this, and then I'm gonna set the trim. You'll have to work with how to do that. But see, now it just holds its altitude holds a lot better. It's pretty far out there. Let's see how far. Press both buttons, and it falls. So thanks so much for watching my review of the Holystone HS450. No one does a mini drone like Holystone, and they've really set the bar high. And this one's right up there with it in the low 20s. This is a really good mini drone as a beginner drone. But guys, I've got something really exciting. You're going to want to like and subscribe, because this drone is going to change everything. Kind of like the new FPV drone that came out. This thing is amazing. It's the HS450 and it's $55. It has a camera. I flew it outside in a little bit of wind today for over 10 minutes. The reception was amazing. The clarity of the camera was amazing on my phone. So you hook it up to your phone when you're flying it so you can see where you're going. It records to your phone. It comes with 2 batteries, and it handles amazing. I mean, I'm smiling the whole time I'm flying this thing. I just can't believe how wonderful this thing is made. The ingenuity that can go into something with the camera and being able to fly it for $55 is just amazing. I can't imagine this isn't going to be one of the best sellers ever made for drones. So please like and subscribe, and I'll get this one out hopefully tomorrow or the next day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.